welcome to TMZ Live. We have a documentary tonight that I'm just so interested in. It's the war over OnlyFans. There is really a war. There are people who say it is this awesome platform where you can get a lot of money, you can better parent your kids, and then there are people who are saying it destroys lives.
Right. Even people who have made a lot of money on it sometimes get disenchanted and say that it has really turned their lives upside down for the worse.
So we have celebrities. We have Amber Rose, who just loves it, who's made millions off of it. Black China, who says it will take you down a deep, dark hole. Dan Benson, a Disney star, who says he's made hundreds of thousands of dollars, and he went from just scraping a living to making a comfortable life for himself. But the most interesting people on this documentary, and by the way, what we do is the first half hour is anti-OnlyFans, the second half hour is pro, and then we have a big audience that votes on which was more compelling. The most interesting people we've had on the show are a married couple, Joe and Carmen.
The sexy, happy couple, they're known as on OnlyFans.
Joe was the chancellor of the University of Wisconsin, I believe at La Crosse.
Yes.
And they started doing this as a hobby. And when the university found out, he got fired. And he's actually got a lawsuit going. But they are super happy they're doing it, and their story is fascinating.
So they are joining us right now, Carmen Wilson and Joe Gow. Welcome to TMZ Live.
Oh, it is a pleasure to be with you.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
So I tell the audience how you end up on this platform. By the way, I'm sorry for doing this, but I just think it's relevant that not everybody is 22. So
that's right.
Full disclosure, guys.
Well, we were making these videos. We've always had this pleasure in creating erotic video. And we actually got into the professional industry and worked with some people there and made some videos, but it all was just for us and for fun. And, some people go off on a golfing trip, and we go off and make a porn video and have fun with it. And then we thought, this stuff's really interesting, and maybe people who are into it would want to see it. And so we put it on OnlyFans because we thought, that's a safe place. Anybody who's there, they're obviously interested in sexual material. And if they aren't, how do they explain that, what they're doing there? And so we put some videos on there. No one cared. I mean, we had maybe 5 followers. And then we put some videos in other places that were not as restricted, and it really took off. And then that was when I got fired. And then everybody wants to see these videos. And so we went from like 5 followers on OnlyFans to 12,000 in a day.
Yeah.
In a day, wow. So what's the status with the university? Obviously, you said once your account exploded and there were more people seeing it, how did they bring this up to you? I'm curious because was it someone in the school administration who actually saw it, or did someone report you to them? What was the story?
They won't say. They say they got a confidential tip. So we don't know who reported it. And then basically I was fired by email, really, and the press was told before even we knew about it. And that was, I guess, understandable from the chancellor role, but as a faculty member at a university, that was really amazing that they would fire me for that, because faculty typically have, a lot of freedom with what they do when they're not working.
Carmen, you've heard of waving the red flag in front of a bull?
Yeah.
So it's hard for me to believe, because you guys are so smart, that you didn't know what would go down when you start posting these videos on non-restrictive sites. That you had to know there was a good chance, if not certainty, that the university was going to come down on you like a ton of bricks.
Well, I would say we knew that eventually they would find out. I think the timing of how quickly they learned about it was a bit surprising. And as Joe said, we understand that perhaps you're not going to have the leader of an institution be a porn star. That's just not going to work out real well. But we did think that perhaps they would, if they were going to fire him from the chancellor position, they would do so like they typically do when presidents or chancellors get into trouble. They call you up and say, gee, we've got a problem. How about you step down for personal reasons? And Joe had already announced that he was going to retire at the end of the year anyway from the chancellor position. So it just would have accelerated that by, say, a semester. But that's not how they did it. Instead, they did a huge media splash and called our behavior abhorrent and disgusting. And
which got you 12,000 followers.
Right, that's right. That's right. That's not what we'd hoped for, nonetheless. But to fire him from a tenured faculty position was something that we really were surprised about, and we think it was wrong, and that's why we're pursuing the lawsuit.
So beyond professional consequences, any reactions from other people in your lives, from family members, neighbors, students?
Students, I think, for the most part, have gotten a big kick out of it. We will be out and about in the community. Even before this happened, we'd be out and about, and students would come up and say, "Oh, Chancellor, can I get your picture?" And so I would take their camera and take their picture. And but since this is broke, students come up to us and they say, "We want pictures with the both of you." Yeah. And we think that you're cool, and don't let them drag you down. And that's the same kind of comments we get when we're out and about in the community for the most part. There are certain people who clearly are uncomfortable with it, and we understand that. But the kinds of comments that we get from strangers, alumni, students, neighbors, acquaintances, old high school classmates, it's overwhelmingly positive and supportive.
Well, you are a big part of our documentary tonight, 9 o'clock Eastern on Fox, and really appreciate you joining us. You guys are so interesting. Thank you.
Oh, and thank you for including us. We're really humbled to be a part of this documentary, and we can't wait to see it. So
and there's a vote at the end. You'll see how compelling you were.
Got to see how.
That's a little scary.
That is.
The Rock was brought to tears this weekend after about 15 minutes of raucous applause for him in Venice. He was at the Venice Film Festival, where they had a screening for his new movie, The Smashing Machine.
He is being talked about as a possible Oscar nominee.
And I think the folks at the Venice Film Festival have already put their stamp of approval on this. After the film, The Rock...
we should say, the movie is about an MMA legend,
Mark Kerr,
who had a storied life.
Yes, very storied life. And Emily Blunt plays his wife in this, so the Rock and Emily were in the theater when they did the screening, and this was the reaction when it was all said and done. We're not going to be able to play you the full reaction. Here's a little bit of it.
It's like a quarter of the show.
For 15 minutes.
15 minutes.
Which seems to be a thing at these film festivals. It happens at Cannes all the time, happens at Venice.
He's crying, which is crazy. But I mean, in 15 minutes is ridiculous. But this is just a classic example, right, of this guy. He's got all the money in the world. He's a blockbuster, superstar. What he wants to do is be in a movie and be taken seriously as an actor and win an Oscar. Because he's done everything else.
Right.
So.
And
he's done blockbusters. He makes lots of money, but he wants that recognition.
It doesn't happen a lot.
What doesn't happen?
Where an action star suddenly
makes
does
that
a turn.
jump. Yeah.
Sylvester Stallone did for Rocky.
Well, he did that first, and then he became the action star.
Right.
He did the reverse.
Kind of the reverse. I'm just trying to think.
It doesn't happen, but it reminds me of.
Did Arnold ever do it?
No, I don't think so.
Arnold hasn't.
Never got an Oscar.
It reminds me of the way he's reacting and how much it means to him. This is what will happen if Jennifer Lopez ever gets.
Well, that's
remember
never,
how close
never happened,
when she was very close to getting the Oscar nomination
In Hustler.
Yes, and she was
really upset.
Very upset.
By the way, I don't want to overlook this. He really slimmed down for this thing.
He looks much skinny. I mean, he's famously said he's never taken steroids, right? I think he said that
I'm
before.
not gonna sign off on
I think
that,
he
but-
said that before, but yeah, I mean, he still looks good, but definitely, I mean, we're used to seeing like the roided out look, I should say.
Yeah, and whether he does or not, he was massive.
For sure.
He's really.
You think he looks better?
I do. Do you?
Yeah. I think he looks
I
better.
think
It's
he
got to be
looks
more
better.
functional.
I think.
It's definitely more functional
Yeah.
because he just seems uncomfortable. He's so big normally.
But anyway, Oscar buzz for The Rock.
Dennis Bonicelli, Boca Raton, Florida. As a big rock fan growing up, I'm so happy that he finally gets his moment as an actor. For him to endure all those comments of him not being able to act or only could be an action star, the fact that he gets a role that he could smash out of the park is great. It must have been so overjoyed for him to get that ovation that he cried on the set.
You tortured me just now. I mean, I'm looking at you on the veranda with the palm trees in the back. I love Florida, and that's the scene that I literally love. I mean,
I'm in my Florida room now, so.
oh God, I hate you.
Is that the scene when you were grading papers
No.
in law school?
No, I was at the swimming pool.
Yeah.
Coming up.
There is a big question hanging over the Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift wedding. Specifically here, we're talking about who's going to be the best man. Now,
You would think it's going to
Everyone-
be Jason for a whole bunch of reasons.
Hopefully, I'm the best man. We'll see. Trav has a lot of friends. I'm just hoping to get the opportunity.
Be right back.
there is a big question hanging over the Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift wedding.
Oh, you think, huh? You think it's a big question?
Well, one of the people right in the middle of it says it's a big question, so we're going to take Jason Kelce at his word or not.
Okay.
The question is, who is going to be in the bridal party? Those are the questions. Specifically here, we're talking about who's going to be the best man. Now,
You would think it's going to
Everyone-
be Jason for a whole bunch of reasons. One, super close to his brother.
Right.
Two, Travis was Jason's best man. Mm-hmm. So you would think.
so he's got to return the favor, right?
You would think. Well,
Not necessarily. Jason Kelce was on the Bussin' with the Boys podcast. This is what he had to say about it. He says he's not a lock.
Human exclamation point was like the best way I've ever heard Travis described in my life. I think it's like such an accurate statement. The dude just brings joy in like to every place he ever is, and like people love him, and he makes everything better. And I think that they both, to watch them support each other, love each other, and get to this stage, and now to have this together, I'm very happy for him.
Did we just hear a best man speech?
We just heard a best man speech.
I'm gonna fire up something a lot better. We're gonna do a lot more planning.
Yeah.
If
I gotta
anybody's
be
giving a
good.
best man
I gotta be
speech,
good at this. Well, first of all, hopefully I'm the best man. We'll see. Trav has a lot of friends. I'm just hoping to get the opportunity.
Right.
so wait a minute, so he's saying
I think he was auditioning there.
he said, hopefully I'm the best man. So he wants it, clearly.
Yes, he definitely wants.
So then the question is,
Now-
who's in contention? The question.
Patrick Mahomes is in contention.
You think Patrick Mahomes?
Yes, and then his
I
one
think
friend.
that would be weird.
Why?
I think it'd be weird over.
They have a restaurant together. They hang out all the time. Patrick was just in his suite. They're really good friends.
They are really good friends.
Yes.
But but a really good friend also knows that your brother is your brother.
Yes,
Right?
I think Jason's being humble. He has to say this because he hasn't been offered it yet. He knows he's going to get it, so he just has to say he has a lot of friends. He's playing it cool.
But is it? They've got this. They've got a very popular podcast.
Yes.
So is it better for the podcast if he is or if he's not? Because if he's not, then everybody's going to look for tension.
no, it's
Yeah,
not
if he's-
better.
it's like-
No, if he's not, it'll be great because Jason continually jab at him about it. Like,
Yes.
oh, remember when you didn't pick me?
And Mama,
to be your
Sort of
best
like
man?
when you
Mama
didn't
Kelsey's
invite
not
me to
gonna
your
let
wedding.
it.
Yes, very much
It's
like
sort of
how
like
I
when
didn't
you didn't invite me
wedding.
to your wedding.
You've gotten 20 years of jabbing at me.
It's
Yes.
sort of like
Great.
that. Can you ever have your dad as a best man?
You
I've
can, but
seen-
you don't.
I've seen people do it.
He's not gonna have his dad. He's gonna have his brother.
Yeah.
Well,
Like you
the
said,
dad,
Travis was his.
No. The dad works if he's got a conflict between picking Patrick and picking Jason. Then the dad is kind of the spoiler in the middle, where neither can be really
No.
mad.
It's your brother.
No, it's your brother.
It's your brother.
Yeah, but it's your
his brother.
quarterback.
Now, what does Taylor do?
Abigail. You guys keep questioning it. It's gonna be Abigail. It's her
No,
best friend.
I get that, but she did. Was
about
she hanging
Selena?
out with Brittany Mahomes this weekend?
No, no.
Yes,
it's not
Taylor was at her birthday
I know,
in
but it's not
Nashville,
gonna,
but it's not going to be Britney.
What about Selena
No, it
Gomez?
definitely won't be Britney.
No, she won't, because even
does
Taylor
Britney-
commented on Selena's engagement. Can't wait to be your flower girl. They both know that they have other people that
I
they're going
agree
to
that
pick.
Britney's not going to be the maid of honor or matron of honor. Would she be a bridesmaid?
I think she's a close contender.
They're going to elope.
No, they're not.
They're going to elope.
This is you're.
They
just,
can't.
No,
From the
because
engagement announcement, you can't
They'll
elope
have, a
after
big,
that.
they'll have a big party, and they're going to elope. It's too much.
Hello, my name is Honor Williams, and I am in Washington, D.C. It would be really hard to see Travis Kelce get married without Jason Kelce as his best man, but I'm sure they're going to have a serious conversation about what Jason is going to show up wearing. Where Travis is known for his fashion, Jason is known for his flip-flops. So that could be a little concern about whether he's the best man, but best man or not, I can't wait to hear his toast at the wedding.
Listen, flip-flops might be appropriate. We don't know where they're going to get married.
Yeah, but he can't upstage his brother. That's the thing.
No.
And that's hard for Jason.
Oh, Cousin Greg. Cousin Greg, how could you?
Cousin Greg's my favorite character in
If
Succession.
you watch Succession, you know Cousin Greg as the actor Nicholas Braun. He really was sort of like the favorite character.
He was
everyone.
great.
Well, he's not a favorite with the law enforcement in New Hampshire, where he got arrested this weekend for a DUI. And there was one other thing that he was ticketed for that I think is kind of a giveaway in what happened here.
Yeah,
Because I hear this all the time from police.
Right.
He was what?
He was driving without his headlights on in the middle of the night. So the cops.
Which is why the cops stopped
It's
him.
Yeah,
the
right.
first thing cops say is like they see a car with the lights off, they go, that's probably a DUI.
Yeah, you know, same thing happens with me sometimes, but
We didn't want to make this
No,
personal.
but-
Wait a second.
yeah, but,
True confessions. Hang on.
No. But you know, I mean, I'm from New York, so I don't drive much, and it's like sometimes I just forget to put the lights on.
Or you think you're going stealth because you don't have the headlights on.
Oh,
If
yeah.
a cop sees you,
They'll never see me. Yeah, I had a few drinks. They'll never see me. No.
Oh no!
so
I
it's
don't drink.
it's misdemeanor
right.
DUI.
Yeah.
There's not going to be jail. I mean, as far as we know, this is his first offense. They usually
Yeah.
they do alcohol ed. They sometimes put you on probation, but
But it's driving.
When is he-
It's
when is
driving
this-
under the influence. It could be drugs too. You don't know.
We have no idea.
Yeah, we have no idea, and we didn't get a lot of information
Didn't get the narrative yet,
from the police on the
When is
actual
the arraignment?
details. September 16th, 9 a.m.
And they released him on his own recognizance.
yeah,
So
I
it's
don't even know if he
misdemeanor.
has to go to the arraignment since it's a misdemeanor. I just don't know if he has to appear.
And
or
he
not.
got lucky. When he was booked, he stood for his photograph, but the camera broke.
Oh, that's good luck.
Oh my God!
If you're a celebrity and you get arrested,
Oh,
the
that
first
is
thing you
such
think is,
good luck.
oh my gosh, my mugshot's gonna be plastered everywhere.
Oh my
And then they're
God!
like, oh, sorry, Mr. Braun, camera's not working.
That is a huge win.
Hi, I am Cameron out of New York City. I think it's always disappointing when someone we love watching on our screens is in trouble for making a choice like this. Also, especially frustrating because we live in a time with modern technology, aka ride shares, which I think have become widely accessible. Also, I think it's weird, but I think in more remote areas, he was in New Hampshire, people always assume that if they're drinking and driving, it's easier to get away with in places like that because there's less people and less activity. But I think less people and less activity does not always equal less risk.
And I hear what you're
And
saying.
by the way, it's always a poor decision. We were making some jokes, but we should say
It's a terrible
poor
decision.
decision if he did.
And I was thinking about this because it's true. I mean, he's a successful actor, easily get a ride share, get a limo, get whatever. But sometimes what I was thinking is sometimes you don't think you're going to drink, and you end up doing it somewhere, and
you can always ride share and go back and get your car.
100%. But I'm saying that's why it's like, oh crap, I have a car.
And the other thing is that once you have the drinks, then you make poor decisions.
Then you make
That's
bad
what
decisions.
alcohol makes you do.
That's true.
Coming up.
Well, this really surprised me. Woody Allen had something very positive to say about President Trump.
He was a pleasure to work with and a very good actor. He was very polite.
How dare you?
Be right back.
TMZ's got every freaking thing. Big celebs, big stories, big events.
Phoebe Rexa was looking hot on vacation.
Look at the water, too. Did you just say, look at the water?
I mean, I'll be honest, that is what I was looking at. Well, this really surprised me. Woody Allen had something very positive to say about President Trump.
Did not surprise me.
So Woody Allen was on Bill Maher's podcast, Club Random, and immediately I just thought politically, Woody Allen is definitely not a fan of Donald Trump.
Which then underscores the reason he said what he said. This is what he said. I co-sign on this.
All right.
He was a pleasure to work with and a very good actor. He was very polite.
How dare you.
And hit his mark and did everything correctly and had a real flair for show business.
If you think you were canceled before,
I could direct him now. If he would let me, if he would let me direct him now that he's president, I think I could do wonders. I take issue with him, on 95% of the things, maybe 99%, but as an actor. He was very good.
So what he's essentially saying is that you can separate somebody's politics from somebody's personality or talent.
So the reason I didn't think of this as one, I didn't see the movie to which he's referring. 98 movie, Celebrity. Donald Trump was playing himself as a reporter went up to him and asked him a question. I didn't know about the movie. So I guess, yes, I could have thought that maybe there'd be something positive he would say.
He was saying, look, he disagrees with almost everything Donald Trump does politically. And I get it. And this is Bill Maher's thing too, which is you can't just hate somebody all the time if you disagree with them politically, which is what's gone on in the country.
And you could hear, that's the whole point. Bill was very happy that someone else was taking the same stance that he did, and he got ripped for it after his visit to the White House.
And look, I've known Donald Trump for 25 years. I knew him long before he ever ran for office. And I disagree with a lot that he's doing. But he is a charming, dynamic guy.
But let me tell you, what's interesting here is that Woody Allen is saying, I could still direct him today if he wanted me to.
Well, I think
Here's the thing. No, so the whole point is what you're saying about you can't just hate someone because of their politics, right? And if you can work with them, you can work with them. There's no way that Donald Trump would allow Woody Allen to direct him in a movie now because of politics.
No way.
Specifically because of politics.
Jump at it.
Nope.
As president, he would do that.
Dude, you guys are so naive. Why do you think Woody Allen is saying that he wants to work with Donald Trump again? Why would he say that?
Oh, you think it's because Woody Allen's got his own issues?
Yeah. And it's also he's trying to be an opportunist. Like, let's face it, Woody Allen hasn't made a big movie in years. So he's doing a Hail Mary attempt to maybe plant the seed, go on Bill Maher's podcast, be like, oh, I'd love to work with Trump.
I don't think
Trump sees it.
He was just talking. He didn't go on that.
He's largely canceled. I mean, like, he's largely canceled.
I don't think he
wants to get. You don't think Woody Allen is largely canceled?
Woody Allen has supporters. That is a mixed bag. It is a mixed bag in Hollywood.
Okay, but he's objectively not made a big movie in years. He probably wants to get another bite at the apple, and maybe another way of doing that is by targeting a conservative demo.
He's not seriously saying that he would
I'd say
direct
maybe
Donald Trump.
You're wrong. There's no way Donald Trump would have Woody.
Donald Trump would jump at it.
No.
And especially because of what Woody Allen just said, that I'm against a lot of his policies, but he was a fine actor and he got along with everybody. I know that guy.
So you're saying the power of the suck up is so strong,
absolutely,
that he would even work with Woody Allen.
100%.
I know what people are saying, but I kind of disagree. I think that if Woody Allen would direct Trump again, I think it would be a success and it could actually go viral. So I am going to say I do support him directing him because I think it would be a good look.
Wow, what if that actually happens? Whew.
Never, ever, ever. You'll pay off your bet to me before that happens.
Stop it.
Coming up.
Our next guest is someone who spent 40 years on death row here in California at San Quentin.
He was convicted of murdering the mother of his girlfriend.
What William helped the FBI uncover completely turned around his life, and in fact, he has now been released.
Be right back.
Welcome back to TMZ Live. Our next guest is someone who spent 40 years on death row here in California at San Quentin.
He was convicted of murdering the mother of his girlfriend. What prosecutors said was that the mother convinced the girlfriend to get an abortion. He lost it and killed the mother. So and was on death row.
That story alone would be, worthy of a story that you would see told in movies. But William Nogueira's story gets even more layered and amazing when we tell you what happened to him while he was in prison. Met another inmate who was there, someone who
famous, a serial killer known as the Alphabet Killer,
Joseph Nasso, and they started talking to each other while they were on death row. And what William helped the FBI uncover completely turned around his life, and in fact, he has now been released from prison.
He is a free man. There is now a documentary coming out on his journey.
And a book that he has called Through the Lens of a Monster.
And William is joining us right now with this incredible story. Wow. William, welcome to TMZ Live.
Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it.
Before we get into the story, I'm just wondering, you are on death row for 40 years plus, and now you're a free man. The world has utterly changed. What's it like reacclimating?
Oh, it's completely different, of course. There is cell phones, and there are people talking to themselves in the car, and you wonder what they're doing. And when I first saw it, I realized it was a Bluetooth that they were using. So the world has changed, and I've changed. I went in as an 18-year-old boy. I'm a 61-year-old man now, and I have a new purpose in life. And my purpose in life is to bring finalizations to victims' families. Joseph Nasso is not the only serial killer I got to talk. He is the focus of this television series, as well as the book that I wrote, Through the Lens of a Monster. But my entire focus now is to help law enforcement bring finalization to these families and give really justice to the entire process that goes into capturing serial killers.
So the TV series you mentioned is called Death Row Confidential, produced by Dick Wolf, and that is coming out later this month. Let's talk about Joseph Nasso now, who is the Alphabet Killer. He was already on death row for committing 4 murders, but what you uncovered, I would love to tell the audience how you uncovered there were so many more victims and help the FBI actually close those cases.
Yeah, well, when they're on death row, there's a big push to catch the killer when he's out in a rampage. And then when he gets caught, there's an outcry for a public trial. But when he goes to death row, people forget about these guys. Joseph Nasso came to death row in 2013. Nasso wanted to start talking to me. One of the things I did when he began to speak about being a caddy and about all the big deals are done on golf courses, I told him that my friend Walt Pavlo, who works for Forbes, actually plays golf with Gavin Newsom. That really got him going. He wanted to know if I would, in fact, connect his case to Gavin Newsom. And that's when I saw my in. And I told him, yeah, I'll be happy to do that.
Well, what's fascinating. Why did he think that Gavin Newsom would be interested in his case? I mean, did he think that Gavin Newsom
was going to grant him clemency?
Absolutely. And I fed that to him. I said, listen, this happens all the time. I showed him paperwork of other men who had received clemency. I even showed him my paperwork that I had received a full reversal in 2017, ordering me released or retried. This really set him up. And it took a while, but he finally wrote the confession to one of the girls on his list of 10, which was the girl from Berkeley. And that is the beginning of how I got him to open up. And, well, we've solved that case.
That was just the beginning of what you solved. So let's get into the number of cases you solved, and please get into how the FBI ended up working with you.
They've now made a task force the Joseph Naso Task Force, where they're going to start looking through the 300 plus notes that I took, because every time he talked to me, I wrote it down because I was on a mission to give these people, these families, finalization. I read that one of the mothers of the cases had said, please, someone tell me what happened to my child. That moved me. That was it for me. And I went after it. And now we have not only FBI, but all these agencies working to uncover the other cases, which totaled 26 murders. Joseph Naso, by definition, had more murders than Ted Bundy, Richard Ramirez, the Night Stalker, and Jack the Ripper.
And you solved 22 of those 26 by getting him to open up. Did that play a part in you getting not only off death row, but freedom?
Absolutely not. And I want to be completely clear about this. While I was getting these cases investigated by the FBI, while I was doing the work inside, which risked my life, I never once asked law enforcement, the parole board, or anyone, even the judge who struck the special circumstances against me and ordered me released. It had nothing to do with Naso. In my opinion, that would have been like selling out, or that would have been like me doing it for another reason other than the pure reasons of helping the families. So I never received any favor. I'm out because of my merit, because an Orange County judge ruled that the special circumstances were untrue in my case, and I should have been paroled decades ago.
Amazing
story, William. Thank you so much. The book, again, it's Through the Lens of a Monster.
It comes out September 16th. There are pre-orders right now for ebooks, but the hard copies will be out, hard and soft copies, in the next week or so. We didn't put it together and upload it because the FBI was still investigating. We wanted to make sure that everything was in line with what the investigators, the professionals, were doing with me, because I'm a serial killer expert. What I do, no one else can do. I'm the Jane Goodall of serial killers. So the FBI and law enforcement wanted to first pour through these notes. I didn't want to put anything out until they were finished with their investigation.
God, incredible story.
Really amazing.
Wow,
Looking
William.
forward to seeing your story.
I'm gonna read your book.
Yeah, reading the book and the series that starts September 13th. Thank you so much for being with us, William.
Thank you, William.
Well, I really appreciate your time, guys. Thank you so much.
Amazing, amazing story.
Wow.
Coming up.
You have a big surprise behind you.
What the? Hey! Hey, Master
Oh
P
my
just dropped
God.
in.
How you doing? It's so good seeing you.
What's up, Percy? How you doing, man? Good to see you.
Be right back.
OnlyFans, legit or destructive?
Fox tonight. Step into the world of OnlyFans
Watch the money go up throughout the day. It's a beautiful thing.
as current and former models square off.
I made over $1 million.
It's a cold world, it's a nasty world, it's a dark world.
TMZ presents The War Over OnlyFans tonight at 9, 8 Central on Fox.
You have a big surprise behind you.
What the? Hey! Hey, Master P
Oh my
just dropped
God.
in.
How you doing? It's so good seeing you.
What's up, Percy? How you doing, man? Good to see you.
So I went from Master P to Coach P.
Coach P?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right.
Yes. Yes.
Oh my God, it's so good seeing you. Are you doing the sports show?
Yes, please.
Yeah, we're gonna sit down in there and talk.
Oh, that's great.
About the new job. Yep.
Oh, excellent, man.
Yeah.
What do you think of Belichick?
You know, that was crazy, but guess what? I can't say nothing because we played TCU our first game.
Oh, you do?
Basketball.
Oh, that's funny.
So it's like, you know what? Stay humble, stay hungry, and let's build.
And Babcock's not going to ask that question, is he?
Now I am. I didn't know they played.
That's our first game.
I had no idea.
So I'm sitting watching like.
So you're in the same thing. You're going like.
Well, you know what? They not expecting much of me. I gotta get in and.
Oh, so it's the opposite.
Right. Yeah.
So it's the opposite.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. So it's like, you know what? If we win, the whole world will be excited and happy.
Boy, look at this, guys.
Yeah.
Master P shows up here.
Yeah.
Dropping in.
Yes.
Not bad, huh?
Yes. Went from Master P to Coach P, president of basketball operations, University of New Orleans. So.
Oh my God, did Tawanda talk to you about our TMZ After Dark?
No.
Oh, I got something to talk to you about.
How long are you going to be in town?
No, we've got this awesome thing that we take our bus.
Yeah.
You know, the TMZ bus?
Okay.
And on Friday and Saturday nights, we go Sunset Boulevard, Hollywood Boulevard, Santa Monica Boulevard. We stop at like the Rainbow Room and people get free shots and Saddle Ranch and Red Bull. So Ray J's been hosting.
Wow.
And he's been amazing.
Okay.
Open invitation to host one night.
All right.
Open invitation.
Just a little party down on Hollywood Boulevard.
It's so fun. And we
Your
have a
son's
DJ
gonna
in the
do
bus.
it. I've been talking to Whitney. We're getting Romeo booked for
well,
October. So come do a Romeo.
I mean, you know what? When you say Friday,
Friday, Saturday.
Friday or Saturday.
All right, let's figure it out.
Yeah, no, if you want to do it, we'd love to have you.
Okay. All right.
Awesome. See how I put him on the spot?
I know. You can't say no on the stream. You can't say no.
Hey,
anyway,
I was thinking about
do
you this
that.
weekend, actually. Did you see the
can't believe you don't
Netflix
know.
documentary yet on Katrina?
Yeah. So.
Spike Lee was the executive producer.
Yeah, that was good. I really liked it.
Really good.
Yeah.
God, it was
really
like
liked
such a well done documentary. Like.
So yeah, we
Stories
need to,
that I hadn't heard.
You guys need to come do a documentary with me down in New Orleans doing the basketball thing. So the 20 years of Katrina, when I first started, as far as like going out and being in the community and just watching the city wash away and then have to rebuild.
Right, I know you were a big part of all that.
Yeah, bringing it back.
Wow. Yeah. It's so good seeing you.
Yeah, it's good seeing you, bro.
Hey, man, God, what a surprise. This is great.
I know. You just never
You guys
know.
doing the podcast?
Yeah, we're gonna do it right now. He just got here. He literally just got here.
Yeah,
So
and then
good seeing you.
I walked into this, man.
Before we start, I gotta take you somewhere.
Oh, there's a live stream going on. Yeah.
All right.
Great
It's
to see
live at TMZ.
Coming up.
Bruce Willis's life now. He has been battling dementia, and his wife, Emma Hemming, there's been some backlash against Emma in particular. I guess the way some people view it is her sort of abandoning Bruce.
So she has now responded, and it's interesting.
Be right back.
Well, if you missed it last week, we got a really interesting look at Bruce Willis's life now. You know, of course, that he has been battling dementia, and his wife, Emma Hemming, opened their home to Diane Sawyer last week with a really interesting
Homes,
which is part of this. Very interesting look at what their lives are like now. And as you said, there were homes. What Emma, the big reveal was that Bruce is living separately from her in a different house, where he is getting round-the-clock treatment, of course, and care.
He has advanced Alzheimer's.
Right. And there's been some backlash, a lot of backlash against Emma in particular, where people felt that she, I guess the way some people view it is her sort of abandoning Bruce at his, when he needs her the most.
So she has now responded to the criticism, and it's interesting.
What I knew is that by sharing some of our intimate information, that we would see these two camps, right? It would be people with an opinion versus people with an actual experience. And it's been a perfect example to see in the comment section that I knew would happen, is that people with an opinion and how quick they are to judge the caregiver. And that is what caregivers are up against, judgment from others and criticism from others. The truth is that the opinions are so loud and they're so noisy. But if they don't have the experience of this, they don't get a say, and they definitely don't get a vote.
So a couple of things. Number one, it's a mistake to read comments because there are couple thousand maybe people who live their lives by commenting on everything. And it's not a representation of America. That's number one. But number two, on the bigger point that she raises, if anybody has dealt with people who have dementia, Alzheimer's, walk a mile in their shoes. Right. Because it is not just difficult, but sometimes it's even disruptive to the person who has it not to have that kind of care when you're that far along.
Mia from Atlanta. I just feel like big ups to Emma for speaking out against this because people don't understand the strength in trying to take care of someone with dementia. It is not something that's easy to handle, and especially seeing like a family member go down like that. Just the comments are completely unwarranted, and I completely respect her for speaking out about what she doesn't deserve because it's not easy taking care of someone with dementia. I know from experience, and it's not easy.
I think, at the outset, you think that the reason she agreed to do that interview was to show people what Bruce's life is like, but really it also showed what the rest of his family's life is like. And I think that's just as important to get out of that whole
Absolutely. What else you guys want to talk about?
Stacy, California, I think OnlyFans is destructive, and I applaud people who walk away from it because it can ruin your reputation, and also you have to think of your safety because a lot of these subscribers keep wanting more and more content, and how far can they take it?
That's true. But on the other hand, Amber Rose said, look, she used to work in a strip club. And think about walking out of a strip club at 3 a.m. with a bag of cash
being
to the
face
car.
to face with these.
So she says it's a lot safer being on OnlyFans. You will see both sides tonight, 9 o'clock Eastern on Fox. And you will get the vote at the end of the show on which side is more compelling.
Coming up.
You know how much I hate birthdays, right?
You're not suckering me into this.
No.
Where I'm going to say something and you're going to yell at me for saying happy birthday.
Charles said something this morning. So
I said something?
Okay.
All I said was happy birthday.
I know.
Be right back.
You know how much I hate birthdays, right?
You're not suckering me into this.
No.
Where I'm going to say something and you're going to yell at me for saying happy birthday.
Charles said something this morning. So
I said something?
Okay.
All I said was happy birthday.
I know,
and
but
I
never make a big deal of it. But this, for me, it is mine today. And it's a significant number. But the reason I'm even mentioning it is because of...
I'm shocked, by the way.
What's in my head. But I haven't even told you what's in my head. So, in my 30s, half my friends died of AIDS in their 20s and 30s. And my partner died, who was 34. And I have been spending the last couple of days really thinking about that. And even though people joke about getting old and everything else, I've really been struck by how much I think about it a lot anyway, but thinking about what a victory it is to live a long life and how their lives were all cut short. And I'm talking a lot of people. Mm-hmm. And that's the meaning of this for me today. And it's really impactful, I just wanted to say it just because everybody thinks of it as, happy or you're old or whatever else. I see it as...
No, there's so much, we talk about this all the time, there's so much that can and does go wrong in the human body. And
that it's a miracle to live long.
Wow. I mean, I thought you were going to make it a little more uplifting.
But that's kind of the way
it's a good message. It's a very good message. And even though you're going to get really ticked off, happy birthday. We'll see you tomorrow.